Okay. Okay, awesome. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kierszenbaum. I'm a composer and pianist, and I just got back from Pittsburgh, where I played with the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra, the world premiere of the music of Arcane, which is this show that I created to celebrate Arcane and its music. And I was a composer for Arcane, so it's very special for me. It was super exciting. And I just went back last weekend, a couple days ago as well, to watch the Danny Elfman show with the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra, and that was unreal. And I got to explore a bit more of Pittsburgh. So now we're back. Now we're back in LA, and we're going to continue what we've been working on, which is these piano pieces that I don't know. One thing I want to do now is I want to get all these. I have tons of piano pieces that I wrote over the years, and I want to kind of make them look perfect, and then I want to put them on my website. So right now they're on MuseScore. They're kind of different places, and I'd like to get them in one place, which is my website. So I can show. Let's see. I can show here. Just hold on. So here's my website here. There's the sheet music tab. This is where you can go right now to get the sheet music that I've uploaded. Yeah, so we have three etudes. These are pieces I'm super proud of that I put out, in 2020 during the pandemic. Very challenging, and then here's all of them grouped into one. And then I just recently put up this prelude that I wrote for my girlfriend for her birthday, like literally a month ago. So this is like fresh. This is a harp piece that also works on piano because my girlfriend's a harpist, and it was so fun to write because, just among other things, it's on piano. This is only black keys. So the piece uses only black keys. On harp, it turns out to be all white strings, which I only knew after everyone told me. But it's just a really lovely Debussy-inspired piece. It's inspired by spring showers that just sound kind of rainy. We can listen to a little bit. Here it is on harp. Let's see what will happen here. So yeah, I love this. Here it is on piano a little bit. To me, just sounds like, rain, and yeah, I mean, this is, I don't know, I just really like it. Hopefully you guys can hear this, right? My mic, but something like this, me, this is like one of those like little like storms. The whole thing to me feels very spring and kind of rainy, but this is especially is like a storm moment. Anyways, so I'm very proud of that one. But anyways, all of these are, so this piece is on my website, you know, and then I have my 3 etudes, but I have way more. So I want to kind of go through, you know, my pieces and kind of upload them here. So the latest one I've been working on is a romance. This was also written in 2020, and it's kind of I don't know, like romantic, not impressionistic like the piece we just heard, but romantic and kind of, I don't know. I can play a little bit of it. What do you guys think? So just this kind of sweet melody. By the way, if I'm looking this way while I'm playing, it's because I just recently moved and I haven't set up a screen kind of in front of my piano setup. So if I'm looking over here, that means I'm just looking at the sheet music. Anyways, so I've kind of gone through the first couple pages. At least I think so. I think we went through all this. Da, da, da. Yeah, I mean, part of the goal here is clarity, and so something like this, like I just want it to be really easy to read from pianists, you know. And so something like this, I don't know. What do you guys think? Because this I feel like is clear, right? Da, 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 da. So it goes. And the left hand has this kind of syncopated. I'm not sure if here we should separate. I'm gonna put headphones on. So yeah, not sure if we should separate this. Is this clear? I'm not sure. Make sure I'll get over here. Sorry, I just made this change this morning and I'm not sure I like it. Let's see here. We separated this note, and I don't know that it should be separated. Yeah, it probably should be something like that. That looks nice to me. That looks nice. Like, I think this should be its own beat is the issue here, right? So yeah, I think that we might have to split this out because it's just not clear, you know? And there's something also that I noticed earlier. Hmm. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I just, you know, tie it differently or slur differently. Maybe it's actually fine. I don't know. It is. I don't want this to freak people out who are playing this, you know, and that they see this too, and they're like, "What? What is that?" It's really part of this beat right here, you know. I think it's pretty clear actually. Now that I play the alternatives. Okay, so that's good. This is all good. This is all good. So just a reminder, we're trying to get this to look great because I can show you how it looks now, guys. This is how it looks now. This is how this piece, because this piece is up. It's up on Muse Score.
How many drinks deep are you, buddy?
Oh my god, comedy show. So this is how it looks now, right? To me, this is not that very clear at all. I mean, it's 4/4, but the pulse is in 2, so but people are gonna play it like it's in 4. Anyways, not great. And so we want to make this more like this. Where the pulse is in 2 groups of 6 notes. Okay. It repeats, and then it goes to here. Okay, so this is what I was working on this morning. Okay, let me play this. So I was playing this morning. I don't know. So right now we're looking at 34 right here. Just sounds good. I mean, it's, you know, again, it's fine, but is it comfortable and easy to read, you know? Yeah, so I'm just, now we can maybe split it among the hands in a way where it'll feel comfortable. Maybe we'll do that. That's fine as written. Here, we'll take this with the right hand. Yeah, it's gonna make slurring not very beautiful, unfortunately. Can we make this a... Can we remove the bracket? Not the ratio, no, we just want the... Yeah, see. Because I think the bracket looks really bad. I think if we can move this up here, to me that looks nicer. You know, than it being down here with the bracket. I mean, it's not terrible. But yeah, the goal is to just show that these are being taken with the right hand, so. Here, we'll take this with the right hand as well, like that. What if we put the bass clef here? Bring the treble clef back, maybe? Okay, that's an idea. Okay, I think this works, because also it shows kind of the gradual like push upwards. We start down here and then we move up. Yeah. Time. I just don't, part of me doesn't like this here. I think this can be nicer. Like, you know, let's just bring these closer to, yeah, like that works for this one, and like here. You know, I just feel like, yeah, I don't know. That, hey Joyce Bait, how's it going? Uh, yeah, I just, this doesn't, now, like, it sounded good in my head, and I don't know if this looks, this is gonna work. I mean, it looks fine for this one. I think for this, it looks horrible, so let's just go back. The goal is pretty. You know, we want this to look pretty and readable for pianists. That is the goal here. Wait, okay, there we go. We can keep this. It doesn't, it's yeah. Busy Monday, yeah, Mondays. So what's going on here is we are updating piano pieces of mine from a while ago that are, because so many people reach out to me and they're like, you know, do you have any, you know, pieces I could learn, simple stuff, whatever. And I have tons of piano pieces that I've written over the course of, you know, 8 years or whatever, that are online, some not online, some were gifts, like birthday gifts. So I'm trying to like get them looking perfect, and then we're putting them on my website. So there's a couple of them are on my website now under the sheet music section, but we want to just get everything out there. I have a lot of it, and this is one of them. This is a romance, this kind of sweet sounding, tender piece, and we are getting it polished, looking great, and then we're going to put it on the website. Okay, let's see. So from here again, from 34. Cool. Okay. This all works. This is kind of annoying that they don't. It kind of blocks this a bit. I think your score is like a spacer, I think. Here. There we go. Just want to clear that. Okay. This is part of it, that this is part of why this, you know, some of this is so annoying. Like some of these scores have, the notes are there, but then there's stuff like that where it just looks, as a pianist, as someone who's read sheet music my whole life, when stuff like that, or and modern stuff, right, that friends will send me and stuff, when there's collisions and stuff like that, it just, I don't know, I want my stuff to look, you know, like it was from a publisher or something, like immaculate. So we're gonna, yeah, move that. Okay. all is great to me. Now we're down here. No, that's correct. I was wondering if this is a double flat, so it means it's not B flat, it's B double flat, basically A natural. It's the same note as this, and this is the same note. Well, right, it sounds the same. And so there's like, you know, how to write a note, right? Whether I should use A natural here or B double flat. And I think B double flat is the right choice, even though it's, as a pianist, it's so funny because there's some stuff as a pianist I go, I would just rather see an A natural here. To me, that's like, I see this note and I know exactly where it is on the piano, right? But if I see B double flat, there's just an extra second of what note is this? Like what note is that? It's just a little bit more than if it was A natural. And yet, as the composer side of me is like, well, it has to, you know what I mean? There's like, when you compose and stuff, there's like a right way traditionally to write notes. And it's just interesting because if I wrote this as an A natural, it probably wouldn't be, I'm you know, it's fine, and pianists will be able to read it, but it just is not how, it wouldn't look as, not professional, you know, but like a little bit, like these should be written as B double flats. Okay. Great. Here, let's correct any, so B flat correct. Okay, so now we're up here. We don't have too much to go. We're working on this. For anybody who's just tuning in, we are polishing old piano pieces of couple years old piano pieces of mine to put on my website to have more piano pieces that people can check out from me. And so, oh, thank you for the rose, Joy. That's nice of you. And so this is a romance that I wrote a while ago. This kind of tender piece inspired by Chopin, like a lot of my stuff. And we are, what is this, 4 pages through? 4 out of 5 pages through. And we're just double checking on the piano. I'm pretending like I've never, you know, read this piece before. And we're just making sure everything looks playable, looks good, polished, you know, polished and ready to go. Not too much work, you know, because I did a lot of this work in Pittsburgh, where I was just in Pittsburgh. So it should mostly be good. We're just making sure everything's good to go. So here we go, 49. The color change here. So, okay, one more time from 49. it's really like I just moved, and in my last place I had a TV kind of right here where I could see the sheet music, so I didn't have to like look back at this monitor. So I'm missing that. I need to set that back up because I'm just like turning my head and trying to play at the same time, which is fine. But so we're back to the main theme. So I think this all feels good to me. Perfect. Could put a crescendo here so it kind of gets a little bit louder. Actually, we can just do a hairpin. It'd be nice to put something like, to put a marking like, we already have it earlier, right here. Just sotto voce means under the voice, means kind of, to me, I think of it as kind of like a surprise in like a soft way, do a change of color, that kind of thing. Hushed, but we kind of need that here because there's a color change. Like here, there should be a little bit of like a, right? It shouldn't just be played straight. It should be. You know what I mean? Like just like a quick kind of, I'm not sure. I mean, we could just write it, like leave it like this. And that's the thing with piano writing and stuff. You can leave it like this, but it leaves it up to the musician, like the pianist, to determine, you know what I mean? To feel that there's a change here, whereas I could just write something that would let them know. I think it might be okay. The other thing is I'm not trying to, as we do this, guys, I'm not trying to super change this stuff, obviously, because this was written 6 years ago, right? So I'm not trying to inject it with a ton of, things from that I know now, I really like this piece. Part of this is also like, yeah, I mean, nobody knows that I, have this piece up or, have written this. And so part of this also is just getting it on my website. People can get exposed to it. There'll be a link to listen to it, So it's not on Spotify yet. So I just want to spread more awareness because I'm proud of this one. so here we're gonna copy what we did right here. To see how we put this note in this top staff, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put this note on the top staff. This we can have it clear underneath. So close, right? We got it right here. And we need to tie it. Tie it like that. There we go. It should be identical. Great. Idea being that when we play this from right here, we're going to take it with the right hand. So. But yeah, so. And I think this makes that clear. And, you know, some pianists might decide to take the A and the B in the right hand too, but I think at least having this marked like this, I think will help. I think we're on the last page. So this is just at the end. So once again here, collision. And I think it's not going to be a big deal because I'm going to remove these sixes eventually, just to make it look cleaner. So I'm not worried about this collision. Okay, so what's happening here is I'm taking the piece to just the octave up to make it, you know, for the ending. This is the last page. So I think dynamic-wise and mood-wise, it's fine, right? There's no markings here. Nothing is telling the pianist, hey, maybe treat this a little special. This is going up an octave. So, and I think that's fine. You know, then we have this decrescendo down to pianissimo, so they know that this is a kind of special, soft moment. I'm wondering, yeah, we're at piano here. And where are we at the beginning? Is the piano as well? Okay. Okay, so from here, 65. Actually, no, sorry. It's possible, you know, I haven't played this in a while, so it's possible that was just me not having played this in a while, but part of the goal of this, again, is to make it very easily readable. And I know I'm turning my head and I can't watch my hands while I'm playing, but as much as we can, we should, you know, make it look friendly. So many piano pieces that I've played in my life, right? So many just look scary. And I think that as a composer, I can change that by doing exactly what we're doing right now. Is I can make it look. I don't know that here in this specific case we can do anything, but I want to do that across this piece. So might be clear enough. This might be clear enough. Yeah, so, okay, we're going to leave this. So another example, right? So this is all fine. This is fine. This is fine. F natural, yeah, F sharp. Okay. Up an octave, great. Here, it's fine, but here with these ledger lines, I wonder. So if we put this down an octave with an 8 VA sign. Yeah, I mean, listen, you know, we can put this out and have people read ledger lines. If there's an easier way to do it. So if we put this down an octave and then add an APA sign. Like, I don't know. If I'm learning this for the first time and I look at this jump, I'm like, what the heck is this jump? I have to calculate it. So I wonder if we just take these two, move them down. Yeah, I mean, and then we just do 8 VA. So what would that look like? 8 VA, 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 where are you? Like that. Oh, hold on, guys, I'm getting a call. Wait 1 second. Okay. Okay, we are back. We are back. We are back. Okay, welcome back. Okay, let's finish this. Let's finish this. We're so close. So right here. So again, I don't have to do this. You know, we had this as like this, you know, and reading 7 ledger lines isn't going to kill the pianist. But to me, I don't know. It's not immediately clear if I'm a pianist reading this and I see D and then this note, I'm like, what is that? I have to count the next one. So if we can just do this, I think this might be better, you know, because then we can try reading from 67. So 67. And all I have to do is just, you know what I mean, do this up an octave. So I'm reading. Here we go again. It's easier. And we kind of start the descent here. So I think having these ABA is fine. This we're gonna fix this. I don't know how was it before? What the heck? Okay. Interesting. 76, there was a break. 76, we can just do that again. Just put a system break. Okay. What if we did a break here? We could do this. Okay, so now so now we're getting into formatting. I think we might be able to just leave it like this. This looks fine. 3%. Okay. All right. Getting back into it. So here we added 8 VA. Then we have this. This all looks good. Dolcissimo. And then we have this big kind of this climax-ish. It's interesting because the A, it's played twice here. I'm talking about right here. It kind of gets played right after it gets played, but that's fine. We have this kind of coda. This all looks great. We're going to crescendo up to mezzo forte. This is just, I can reach this interval. I don't know if you guys can see this. I can reach this. I didn't put, and so we're looking at this right here, this measure. So I didn't put like an arpeggiation here, right? I can reach it. So I'm gonna not put one, but it's a little bit selfish. Okay, so one more time from 74, from right here. We have this walk down the bass. Hmm. And here, since we have the fermata, we can just throw this on this, get rid of this measure. I think just to make it more uniform, let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. We're gonna throw this on top of the half note instead. We'll have a half note here. We'll throw the fermata there. There we go. I don't know, but let's see. Is that loud? Sorry, let's turn down the volume here. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I think maybe we just get rid of this fermata. Here we want a natural sine, of course. And we can go back to how I was playing it. Go back to, it's currently on MuseScore. Oh my god, it's loud. That is loud. Interesting. So the way I played it a while ago was we could go back to that. It's not the worst. We have this here. Take off this fermata, honestly. It's fine. That works for me. How are we on accidentals here? Why is this up here? I put some pliche down here so it's not this big kind of ending. You know, it should be very understated. All right. I mean, this works for the most part. It's a bit fast. It's a bit fast. So let's go back to how I played it. It's a little slower. It's about 45. So let's just change that. It's an unfortunate tempo because I mean it's not that bad, but you know, I feel like setting your metronome to 45 is pretty low. You know? Like that's definitely a more realistic tempo, for sure. Okay. This is great, honestly. Just re-listening, make sure everything sounds good before we publish. Here we go, different episode. Awesome. And this works great. The one thing I want to do is I want to get rid of these 6s. So see how there's 6s above each one. There should only be on the first 2 to show that that's the... I mean, I could leave them on every one. It's just... I could leave them on every one. Okay. I'm not actually... Okay, let's look at what it would look like, guys, if we removed all the 6s. So we would do select all similar, visible to invisible. Okay, so this is what it would look like. Very clean, you know? And so what I'm thinking is, actually now that I look at this, this looks awesome. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the 6s on the first 2 to show the pianist. These 2, you know, this is how we're gonna be playing this piece. First 2 are gonna be 6 tuplets, the rest are the same. I'm gonna have to keep writing the 6 every time. A couple of them need to be written out, specifically this one, because it's different from the rest, right? This is all good, this is all good. This is all good. This as well should be written out, just because it's different from the previous. Okay, now we get into this section. Okay, here again, we're gonna write out 6. Okay, so same thing, 6s up here. Oh, this we need to make sure is visible for sure. Regular stuff we gotta show. But see, this it's all 6 uplet, 6 uplet. So we can just get rid of the 6 after a while. This, make sure it's visible, good. Be closer to that. I don't know why it's so high up. We can make it closer to... There we go. What was that? That was +1. Do the same thing over here. Go. We're at it. Make that visible. Okay, let's continue here. This, can we get rid of this now? Ooh, we cannot get rid of that. There we go. So show these. Display this one. These are all invisible, of course. Okay, now here, same thing. We're going to show these. Show these, and then we can, I think we can just, same thing, we're just going to get rid of this. Show the first 2, get rid of everything else. Yep, all invisible. This I might have to show because it's kind of irregular, fortunately. Yeah. Otherwise, it's looking great. Okay, let's just continue here. This we got to show. It's irregular, it contains a rest. This triplet we got to show. And now the question is, how do we... That's fine. I mean, it's... actually not bad. 3 on the bottom. Because we got rid of these 6s, they're no longer a problem for collision. Okay, this as well. Display. This we displayed, right? Visible, visible. Okay, visible. This visible again. These are not visible. Perfect. No collision, no collision. This is visible. Great. Okay, and then here we're back to 4 notes. And so here, once again, we will show 6s. Same thing. Invisible. Perfect. Okay, this visible. We're very close to being done right here. All 6 tuplets. Curious if this does the same thing, yeah. It's fine. Okay. No. We are pretty much done with this, guys. So I think this is ready to publish, which is huge. So I mean, it looks awesome. It looks so much better than, just a reminder, we're coming from this. We're coming from this. So if you see, like, just, I don't know. Like, I think this version's a lot cleaner. I'm going to save. And I will be publishing this shortly. So if you would like to play this piece, this should be on my website very soon. This has been great. So thank you again to everyone who joined, everyone who watched. We're doing more of these. I have so many piano pieces, and I have beginner piano pieces, intermediate, expert, hopefully. And they're just on my hard drive. They're on MuseScore, which is so difficult to navigate. So I'm going to put them in one place, my website, where you can listen to them, download a PDF, and, play some of my music. Once again, my name is Andrew Kierszenbaum. I'm a composer and pianist. I was a composer for Arcane on Netflix and League of Legends. I just got back from Pittsburgh, where I performed with the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra, the world premiere of my show, The Music of Arcane, which was very, different arrangements for piano and orchestra of the music from the show. It was super fun, but now I'm back home and we're doing more streaming. So thank you again for joining, and I will see you soon.